SEO is dead. As we know it, or as we knew it, SEO is defunct. It is dead. It is a waste of money and a waste of time. Not entirely, we'll get to that more. But are you paying $500 a month, $2,000 a month? You don't believe me, you want to argue, that is totally fine. But let's just take a look. Open your phone or your desktop computer or your laptop or your iPad. Do a Google search. Anything local, anything national, things like that. 8 times out of 10, what you're going to see is a Google Gemini response, an AI response answer to your search query. And at least half the time, a YouTube video is recommended right next to that AI Gemini response. Then come the ads. Lots and lots of ads. And if you're doing a local search, then you're gonna get the map pack showing 3 local businesses that you probably aren't in. Unless you've optimized that for the right way, we'll talk about that in a little bit too. Then finally, after all of that, you finally get the organic rankings. And those are dominated by Yelp, Reddit, Amazon, other big national brands. Certainly not your single location business, in most cases. You're paying to fight an endless SEO war that you have no chance of winning. It just means you need to change tactics. The internet has changed drastically in the last 6 months, let alone the last 2 years. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Google to recommend your business. Whether you're a plumber, electrician, restaurant, or a local service provider, even in towns that you are not located in. No fluff, no legacy SEO junk that you need to pay monthly for, just real strategies that work right now. Let's go. Now, only one of these strategies costs money, and we'll get to that too. But step 1, you really want to start by clarifying your goal. Start by asking, do I want to get discovered by people outside my immediate area? Because here's the truth. If you're a plumber located in city A and want to rank in city B 20 miles away, your address alone obviously won't get you there. So all that means is that you need a strategy to earn visibility beyond your physical location. And AI plus local SEO tactics can do exactly that. I'll dig more into that, but step 2, customer language. In my previous video, I talked about how you can use ChatGPT to find out exactly what your customers or your potential customers are saying online, the words they're using, the phrasing they're using, their positive and negative feelings and words. We want to use those in our messaging. If you missed that video, the link is in the description or you can watch it right here, but wait until this video is done. Use ChatGPT and do the deep research function and say, act like a 30-year market researcher. What do people say when they search for a plumber in city B? What complaints do they have in reviews? What features matter most? Again, if you want to go deeper into this step, you can watch that other video. This is where we uncover real world language. Things like shows up on time, didn't try to upsell me, finally fixed the leak after 2 companies failed. Those phrases are gold and you should use them all throughout your marketing and messaging. So now step 3, we want to optimize our website with our customers' words. Now that we know what people are searching and how they're talking, we use those exact phrases in our H1 headlines on our website. That's usually the first big title that you see when you visit a webpage. We want to put it in our subheadings and in our intro paragraphs. And now we want to create topic clusters. A big page like how to choose a reliable plumber in city B. And then we make supporting blogs. Best water heater brands for homes in city B. How to prevent frozen pipes in region B. You see where we're going with this. Internally, we link those pages together. We add FAQ sections that directly answer questions people actually ask. And again, how did we find those questions? We had ChatGPT do the deep research for us. This not only helps Google, but it gives AI like Gemini the perfect content to pull from. And then the second step from that is we take those links from our website, we add them as products to our Google business profile and link it back to those pages. So those products are called Best Plumber in City B, How to Fix a Drain in City B, so on and so forth. I'm just using plumbing as an example. So now it's time to dominate local search even outside your area. Create location-specific service pages, drain cleaning in City B, or commercial electric work in City A. And we mention those towns in our website copy. Don't keyword stuff, be natural, please. Like, we regularly serve homeowners in City B, and surrounding areas like ... Fill in the blank with all of those cities that you want to reach. Post about jobs in those areas on your Google business profile. You can add posts like, we helped a customer in City A today install a new breaker box. Here's a photo to see where we're going here. And of course, you want to list those cities in your service area for your Google profile. This next one's a big one, and maybe the hardest thing to accomplish organically, and that is to get customers in those areas to make positive reviews on your Google profile. And when I say it's the most difficult thing to do is because getting someone to just write something positive about your business and take the time to do that is traditionally one of the hardest things to do. But there are ways around that and ways to incentivize people to do so. But if they're truly happy with your service or what you have to offer, usually they'll jump right on board and help you out. So all these things add context to your presence, even if it's 20 miles away. Context being the key word here. And now the next thing you can do is the only thing in this list that costs money. But I highly recommend it, and I've seen incredible results from just doing this one time. So we want to build our authority with press releases. Now this isn't a sponsor, but I like to use the website BrandFeatured.com for this. BrandFeatured helps us distribute our press releases and helps us write our press releases in an AI-friendly way, a search-friendly way with still sounding human, and it gets our press releases on major news sources. Now there's different levels to BrandFeatured. So lower cost, you're going to get less distribution than the higher cost ones. And the higher cost ones, you'll get more of the more impactful news sites like NBC, CBS, Fox, all those major news sources. You'll get your press release distributed upon with those higher priced ones. But I do highly recommend starting with at least the second to lowest tier to see where that lands you, because that will get you at least 3 major news sources, and that's what we really want. So first, BrandFeatured is going to walk you through all the different sections of the press release, and you can have ChatGPT write these out for you, but you want to be brief and you want it to sound like a human, and you want it to use those words and phrases that your customers use. But you also want to be very cognizant and use search phrases that are going to get your brand recognized in the cities that you want. So even though this press release is going to go nationwide and sometimes worldwide on these major news sources, you still want to use your local city where you want to be ranked in the headline. I'd also recommend always using a quote from yourself in the press release. And this is a trusted signal that Google and AI notices. That's what makes it so impactful. And I completely understand how you're watching this and possibly thinking, how the hell do I have time to do all this? I have to run a business. Yes, this is the biggest thing, and this is why so many small businesses fail and they're getting erased from local search. But if you can take 5 to 20 minutes a day to do one of these things per day, whether it's just writing one headline on your website, one blog post, one social media post that uses these customers' words and uses these tactics, you'll find yourself adding these things to your schedule every single day. Start small and be realistic and go from there. But make sure it's a part of your daily routine. Now, I know I'm biased, but YouTube is your secret weapon here. YouTube is the second most used search engine in the world behind Google, which just so happens to own YouTube. So people are already searching on YouTube for what you have to offer, whether it's a service, whether it's a repair, whether it's a product, whether it's a piece of critical infrastructure, data centers, crazy things like that. People are searching for this content on YouTube, and you won't even believe how well some of these channels do. And AI tools like Gemini will literally recommend your video in search when someone's searching for what you have to offer. So this is like actually double dipping in search. You're optimizing for that Google Gemini response, but then you're also getting your YouTube videos recommended next to it. If you can hit both of those, that's really winning. And that's why I say SEO is dead, because all of those old legacy tactics that SEO professionals use aren't gonna get you either of those spots. And that's the #1 spot. So here's a real example. One of my clients does commercial kitchen design. And they design restaurants and university cafeterias, things like that. And they do all of that huge, expensive restaurant equipment and 3D design, all of those things. And this isn't commercial for them, but we did one video a year and a half ago. And that video, called How to Design a Commercial Kitchen, has garnered over 100,000 views. But the more important thing than that is they've got clients from all over the country calling them because they saw this video. And they also had clients reach out to them from Africa, from Europe, to do 3D design over the computer. Wild result. Now that is a really amazing thing to happen from just one single video, but that's a really great case study. In your business, yes, even a local electrician can do this exact same thing. Create videos like what to do when your breaker keeps tripping in city blank. That's gonna put your city name up there, but it's also gonna hit that search phrasing. How to spot a gas leak before it gets dangerous. How we handle same-day electrical emergencies in City A. You see where we're going with this. We're always plugging in our city. We're always using common phrasing that people are actually using. That's what's going to work. Almost lastly, own your own branded search. Let's say someone searches, is Joe's Electric in Erie, Pennsylvania reliable? You want Google or AI to find your content answering that question, not a random forum post or an outdated review. So create pages on your site, like what people are saying about Joe's Electric in Erie, Pennsylvania. Then make YouTube videos with those same exact titles. This is easy to do. This is your business. It's easy for you to talk about. So talk about it. Answer the questions that you want AI to respond to. And here's the sad part. If you don't do this, someone else might, and then you won't control the narrative. Now, I mentioned reviews before, but these are critical. Take review snippets and build posts or videos around them. Maybe even a reaction video for your YouTube channel reacting to people's positive reviews about you. People love reaction content. They like to see real reactions, real life behind the scenes kind of stuff. And that might do pretty well, especially for your social media. Now, the best part about this is that this strategy isn't magic. Start with the language your customers use. Talk about it on your website. Let AI know that you are the expert. If you do that, and soon enough, when someone finally asks the question on Google, who's the best plumber near me, or where's a good lunch spot in town B, the answer is gonna be you. Now, don't forget, if you wanna see more about doing some deep research and finding out exactly how and why to get your customer's language and use it, watch this video right here. We'll talk soon.